Widespread damage from that storm, pouring a year's worth of rain in just days. Our own John Fenolio actually grew up in Houston. His family's fine tonight. He's got the latest for us. John?
Yeah, Cord and Rick, and my stomach is just in knots as I watch the images coming out of Houston. The flooding there is catastrophic. The National Weather Service calling the storm unprecedented and beyond anything ever experienced. Right now, it is still raining in Houston, and officials are warning that the worst may be yet to come.
The Coast Guard working round the clock to rescue flood victims in Houston. Thousands of people stranded after floodwaters turned streets into rivers, swallowing entire neighborhoods. The nation's fourth largest city underwater as Tropical Storm Harvey stalls over southeast Texas, dumping more than 2 feet of rain.
It was pretty terrifying, I must admit, watching that water come in and keep coming up. It's been kind of a Noah's Ark for the last 7 or 8 hours.
A crush of people forced to flee their homes.
You got it, come on.
There you go.
Countless lives turned upside down by rapidly rising water.
It's right at knee level now.
Emergency responders have been struggling to evacuate a staggering number of people trapped by catastrophic flooding. Many lives have also been saved by neighbors with boats. More than 20 nursing home residents trapped in waist-deep water had to be rescued by the National Guard. The National Weather Service confirming that at least 12 tornadoes have hit the Houston area since Friday. Both of the city's airports closed until further notice. Classes canceled at Houston schools for at least a week. Most roads impassable. The White House has announced President Trump will travel to Texas Tuesday to review the state's recovery efforts. The FEMA chief says they'll be in Texas for years after the storm. Houston's mayor defends his decision not to issue an evacuation order ahead of the heavy rains.
Every neighborhood, every community received water and flooded. Every bayou went over its banks. You cannot put in the city of Houston 2.3 million people on the road. That is dangerous.
Officials warn that the weekend deluge is just the beginning, as more, much more rain is expected.
So just pray, that's all I ask. Just pray for my babies.
Let's talk about the impact on flights. More than 5,000 flights canceled since Friday, including some right here at LAX. Now, so many people are asking how to help. Well, officials say the best way is to call the Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS.